Hello students, in this video we will discuss the advantages, limitations of e-business and the difference between the e-business and traditional business. As all of you are well aware of meaning of e-business, now we will study its advantages. It has no geographic limit, it helps in time saving, and it enable a businessman to do 24/7 business, and it provides huge variety, least capital is required. The customer has greater power in e-business. It is basically ideal for niche products and it has environmental benefits too. Now let us discuss all of these advantages one by one. Since you see that the goods on the shopping sites are relatively less expensive if we compare it, if we purchase the same thing from the market. Why is it so? Because in traditional business the money is made in this way. Manufacturing unit take 20% of the selling price, 10% is taken by the distributor, 10% is taken by the wholesaler as profit, 10% retailer, and customer will and 50% cost of the product is because of advertisement. But in e-commerce, the manufacturing company directly sells to customer. That's why the product in e-business is comparatively less expensive. The main advantage of e-business is that it has no geographic limitations. The buyer may be from Jammu and Kashmir and the seller may be residing in West Bengal. The buyer may be in India and the seller may be of some foreign country. E-commerce has converted world into a global village. Buyers and sellers need not to meet in a physical market. Buyer and sellers meet via computer network and internet. Another important advantage of e-business is saving. Saving in terms of time and in terms of money. Customer can save their time by not going to market and by purchasing the things online. Time can be saved as well as money is also saved as the supply chain is shortened in this, and as I earlier told you that the goods are directly sold from the manufacturer to the consumer, so the goods are comparatively less expensive when you purchase something online. And if we talk about from the point of view of the businessman, it is this form of business is very useful to the person because it enables a businessman to do the business 24/7 by 365. Mean to say there is no opening and closing time, as in case of stores there is no opening and closing time in case of e-business. Another important advantage for the customer is that a huge variety of goods are available on the online platform. Customers can easily select products from different providers without moving around physically. And if we talk from the point of view of the businessman, in it least capital is required because there is no need of physical infrastructure. The only need is to set up computers, internet network and all that. No high initial cost is required to make big buildings and all. Business can be started with least amount of capital. So we can say that the customer has greater power in case of e-business because the customer has more choice. It is quite quick and cheaper to shop on the internet, and the customer can make the better decision. And if we talk from the point of view of the businessman, then e-business is a very useful method for niche products. A niche product is a product which is known to a very few customers. As you know, e-business provides a global market. So the product can be made known to a large number of people through e-business. And students, if we talk about this current corona phase, this e-business is providing us many benefits. We can stay at home and order goods directly from the internet, and goods can be delivered directly from the warehouse, and staff can also work from home. Also, there are environmental benefits like less pollution, etc. But besides various advantages, e-business has certain limitations also. Like there is low personal touch, there is incongruence between order taking and order fulfilling speed, there is need for technological competent human resource, increased risk due to anonymity and non-traceability of parity, data security at risk, quality is not assured, and it is not suitable for all product, and sometimes customer is also resistant to buy online. Now let us discuss all these limitations one by one. As you all know, there is a risk of hackers in case of online shopping, and customers' identity is also at threat. Sometimes credit card and debit card information also gets stolen through these shopping websites. So there is always a risk of security in case of e-business. The data becomes more prone to security risk. And another important limitation is quality of product is not assured. Something else is shown on the website, but when you get the product, something other is delivered to you. Another disadvantage is its low personal touch. Although high-tech it may be, e-business lacks the warmth of interpersonal interaction that we see in case of traditional business, that is brick and mortar business. You go to a store to purchase something, the store owner is very well known to you, so there is kind of personal touch between the customer and the seller, but there is no personal touch between the buyer and seller in case of e-business. Also, there is an incongruence between order taking and order fulfilling speed. Information can flow at a click of the mouse. Mean to say, you can place an order by clicking the mouse, but the physical delivery of the product takes time. Suppose you need the product urgently, then in that case e-business is not much useful, because order taking and order fulfilling speed is incongruent. Although the order can be placed quickly, but you can't receive the good quickly after placing the order. It takes time. And also, as I told you that there is no need of big buildings and all in case of e-business, but there is a problem that for starting e-business there is need for technological competent persons. In fact, the technologically competency is needed to both parties. Mean to say, customer must also be aware about the computer network and internet, and the seller should also be aware about the technology. So apart from traditional 3 R's, that is must for everyone, that everyone should know, that is reading, writing and arithmetic, e-business requires a fairly high degree of familiarity of the parties, both parties, buyers and sellers, with the world of computers. One who doesn't know the computer can't play the role of seller or the buyer. And also there is increased risk due to anonymity and non-traceability of parties. Mean to say, a buyer doesn't know the seller, and seller is also not aware about the buyer, that who is actually purchasing the product. So there is more risk in case of e-business. So data security is always at risk in case of e-commerce, because some people do not trust the internet, and credit cards detail can be stolen on the net unless the e-commerce company is secure. And there is no data privacy in case of e-commerce, because identity is can be stolen easily by the hacker. Some products do not sell well over the internet, especially when we talk about the services that can't be provided through the e-commerce platform. Suppose if we are talking about the salon services, how can one provide the haircut or facial on the internet? Although the order can be taken by using computer network and internet, but if the services has to be delivered, then one must has to be physically present. And some customers are habitual to shop in the high street, because color and shape look different in pictures, and on the net people do not get to see which item they are buying. And some people always like to go out in the stores and purchase the thing. So these are certain limitations of e-commerce, but these limitations doesn't minimize its scope. E-commerce has provided a good platform to the businessmen, but still there are some limitations. As I told you earlier, in case of e-business, product is comparatively less expensive, because in traditional business there is a long supply chain and every person in the supply chain gets some profit. That's why the product becomes expensive for the customer. Now we will study the difference between these two terms in detail. There are various differences between traditional business and e-business, and we will discuss this on various bases. If we talk about the formation, to form a traditional business is difficult, as one has to purchase or take on lease a building, and he has to prepare a certain infrastructure for doing the business. But in e-business it is comparatively easy to set up a business. One must have computers and good internet speeds and can set up the business. In case of traditional business, physical presence is always required. Whenever a customer is coming to the store, physical presence is required. But in e-business, as it operates 24/7, still the physical presence of seller is not required. And the cost of setting up is high in case of traditional business, but it is comparatively low in case of e-business, because in e-business there is no need to set up a huge store and keep in stock a good amount of products. And if we talk about the response time, in traditional business response time is comparatively longer. In it we are talking about what the customer is demanding. What the customer is demanding, it may take time by traditional business to provide that product. But when you purchase something through e-commerce, you just need to type in the search menu of the website, and then you will get the product within seconds. Although you receive the delivery of the product later, there is much more interpersonal touch in case of traditional business, but this is a big limitation of e-business, that there is no interpersonal touch between the seller and the buyer. It is very easy to do business on a global level in case of e-business, but it is very difficult to do business internationally in case of traditional business. Operating cost is also high in traditional business, because more staff is appointed and operating expenses are more, like rent, electricity, like salaries, wages, etc. But in case of e-business, operating cost is comparatively less because no need to pay rent, no need to pay electricity bill, etc. But the major problem which is faced in e-business is that in it only technically qualified human resources required. In case of traditional business, semi-skilled and even unskilled people can also operate the business. And another important limitation of e-business is that the transaction risk is very high. Customers' credit card information can be stolen, and sometimes you see that the wrong product is supplied. You must have uh, read it in newspaper, then in place of a mobile phone someone gets a soap bar. So transaction risk is always very high in case of e-business, but in traditional business transactional risk is comparatively low. That is all about e-business.